Chong gets involved in Arnold Schwarzenegger's fight to save his kidnapped daughter in Commando, one of the new movies we'll be reviewing this week on At the Movies, the movie review program. I'm Roger Ebert, film critic for the Chicago Sun-Times.
And I'm Gene Siskel, film critic of the Chicago Tribune. In addition to Commando...
Next at the movies, Arnold Schwarzenegger as Commando, a one-man army after his kidnapped daughter.
Are you going to kill me or something?
No.
I suppose you wouldn't tell me if you were.
Sure would.
Really?
Trust me.
Our next movie is named Commando, and it stars Arnold Schwarzenegger as Rambo crossed with Superman. This guy is the greatest commando fighter who ever lived. Just to carry around the weapons that he uses, he has to be in great shape. Ever since Robert De Niro strapped on all those knives and guns in Taxi Driver, there's been an obligatory scene in a lot of violent movies where the warrior suits up for battle. And when Schwarzenegger is finished, he looks like a closeout sale at the weapons store. Pistols, knives, rifles, machine guns, grenades, and a portable rocket launcher.
I expected to see a credit at the end of the film, Mr. Schwarzenegger's clothes provided by General Dynamics.
He's after the men in this movie who kidnapped his daughter, and in this scene, he tries to get help from Ray Don Chong in chasing one of the kidnappers through a shopping mall.
Come with us.
Commando is more of an action comic strip than a movie. The plot motivation is paper thin in this film. Schwarzenegger, tough guy. Bad guys kidnap daughter, he blow him up real good. This movie doesn't have the relative...
Probably the whole script.
Right, there you got it, right there. It was a real short script. It's on the back of a small envelope. This movie doesn't have the sophistication of Terminator, Schwarzenegger's last big hit, but it's an effective entertainment, and there are three reasons for that. First, the special effects action sequences do work. Second, the sense of humor that's provided in this movie by Ray Don Chong is very refreshing. She can't believe that all this is happening to her. She provides a normal person in this strange comic world. And third, the dependable presence of Schwarzenegger is good. He's strong enough to carry a goofy movie like this in more ways than one. If I have a real objection to the film, it's the character of the villain who we saw there in the last scene, who is, I think, almost unmistakably presented as sort of a leather sort of homosexual guy.
Absolutely, no question. As if Arnold Schwarzenegger had to prove that he was a man by beating him, and there's something a little weird going on there. I have a couple more objections. I wish they had gotten to the Commando sequences sooner. It's only like the last 20 minutes in the film. I wish he had put on the grease paint and the G.I. Joe clothes a little bit sooner. I think it would have helped the movie. It sags a little for me. The other objection is that when we do get the G.I. Joe sequences, I thought that some of those weren't as exciting as maybe a couple of the car chases that had gone on before. I mean, but what does he do? He blows up some buildings. We see him shot from 4 different angles. Blow, 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 blow.
Blows them up real good.
He blows them up real good. I can't recommend the film. The Ray Don Chong character is probably my favorite in the whole film.
And she was fun. The one thing I noticed in the film that was fun is the sentry in the tower. This is an absolutely obligatory scene. I saw the tower. I was waiting for it. The guy always goes, ah, and falls out. And I was happy to see that he made it right on time. Coming up next, Commando. I thought it worked as an effective entertainment. Gene did not.